All right, joining us right now from Seahawks camp, Uchenna Nwosu. Uchenna, I wish we could have seen more of you. I know you wish you could have been out there. It was a phenomenal brief time with Seattle. Take us behind the scenes. What's the recovery been like? What's the step and process been like to be right here?
Recovery's been good. It's been a long process.
I'm sure.
But, I've been working hard, taking the necessary precautions that I need to, and just making sure I'm ready to go for today.
Good.
I keep hearing about how everything's in unison with this Mike Macdonald defense. I mean, football is football, but without telling me everything, what's different about this defense?
This defense is really versatile. We got a lot of guys playing a lot of different positions that, kind of throws the offense off. They don't know what's coming. They don't know what to expect. You got to make them try to figure out what we're doing every single time. And, that's a luxury when you have that option and you have the players to be able to do that. So we're just excited to put it all together and can't wait to see it on Sundays.
I think it's natural to see more talent when you're a player on the team than a national audience. The national audience, oh, well, these guys finished X against the run or didn't make the playoffs, and they kind of write it off. But you're in this locker room, you're around these guys, and I'm sure you look around and think, God, we could be so much better. Does that fuel any excitement heading into this, like knowing the guys around you that you have faith in?
Absolutely. So talented from top to bottom, offense, defense, and special teams. We got a good coaching staff to go with it as well. So, everybody has a part to play in this, and we're just excited to see the camaraderie and the relationships we're building in the locker room, and the trust is getting better, and everybody's out there having fun. So it's just all going to correlate onto the field. We just got to, start out here first, keep working hard, and it's going to pay off.
Man, the hardest part for guys in your position with this stuff is y'all don't have pads on yet. That's where y'all shine. Us small guys, no pads, we out there making plays, talking all that stuff. So what do you work on? Since you don't have pads on, you can't do all the things that you want to do during the first days of training camp.
Yeah, just get to work on a lot more like speed moves, and specifically me and, other interior D linemen, like more speed moves, more hands, just trying to figure out different ways to, get free, because you can always run through somebody's face and, kind of bull somebody. But other finesse moves and, things like that is kind of what I'm working on the most during this training camp time with no pads.
So I was looking at your Instagram to see if there was something, doing some research, right?
Okay.
I'm a journalist. And we were trying to see, what's changed, what's different, maybe there's a new dog or something that we could ask about. Just a lot of workout videos, which I was like, okay, focusing on the grind, great.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to ask you questions about that. You signed up for it now.
Yeah.
And you have to be honest, your least favorite workout or drill, just the one where you're like, I know I have to do it, but I would pay not to.
Probably pursuit drill, man. Everybody hates pursuit drill because you gotta run off, man. You gotta run from hash to sideline. Nobody wants to do that, but that's kind of what gets you in shape, for football. So I hate it, but I love it.
You were with a team before the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time the Seahawks, I believe since '92, are having a joint practice with the Titans. Have you been in a joint practice, and what are you expecting from that?
Yeah, I've been in a couple joint practice with the Rams, the Niners, and the Saints, with the Chargers. So, I expect it to be a lot of competition. I expect it to be some fights. That's just how guys are.
It is.
But, yeah, I'm prepared to get some good work in. A lot of these guys here haven't had joint practices. So, just go through that experience with them. It's going to be a fun time down in Tennessee, so we'll have fun.
Were there fights at the joint practice you had?
Oh, yeah.
Rams?
Was
Aaron Donald in it?
It was more the receivers, DBs from
those divas.
Yeah,
you know how they are.
But I ran from field to field to get in there. I like action, so
it's like the bullpen emptying, like a baseball fight. You were coming from the pen.
Everybody's coming from everywhere.
It ain't a training camp practice or a joint practice until there's a fight.
Right.
That's facts.
That's
it's
how
facts.
it goes down.
Now, I don't feel like you would start a fight. I do feel like you would back someone up.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'm the type I'm not gonna hit you unless you hit me.
Right. If you had to point to a teammate and go, yeah, he might start one.
DT. Because DT high energy, so he ain't going to let nobody talk to him no way, and I like that. And so I'm always going to stick by him 100%.
I love it.
DT and DK.
So just expectations for the season, like Stacy mentioned, it's easy for the National to write you guys off, but we look at the personnel. We study guys like crazy. We look at what Grubb brings to the table, what McDonald brings to the table. What are your expectations for the team this year?
Definitely make the playoffs this year. If everybody can stay healthy, of course, first and foremost. But with the talent we have and the coaches that we have and the structure we're building here and the chemistry and the philosophy and everything, I expect us to make the playoffs and make a deep playoff run.
When did you leave college? What year?
I graduated in 2018.
18. All right, so I'm an old head. I was done in 08. So I got a chance to play NCAA, you know, on Xbox.
Yeah.
Are you playing, or is that
I haven't got to play yet because I didn't have my PlayStation with me when I was in LA, and you can't play it on the computer. So now that I'm back in Seattle, I'll finally get a chance to play. But I've heard and watched so many videos, so I can't wait to play.
I just got it from my son yesterday for his birthday.
Yeah.
And it took everything in me not to grab the sticks. I'm like, all right, man, wait your turn.
You've both seen yourself in video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was probably really weird the first time seeing it. Your experience was different just of being a generation right before when it was like...
Madden was messed up. They had me too low. My overall was too low. I ain't like that.
My overall, I still need to bump my overall. I feel like I should be at least 85.
Right?
At least.
All right, so if I am listening and I'm a fan over there on the berm, or even if I'm me in Bump, and you get to tell us, like, watch this group today. This group is, I have a lot of expectation, a lot of excitement. Who are we watching today? It could be a player, too.
We're watching the whole defensive line. All of us. We're about to get after it. We're about to see guys running to the stack. You got to see those 300-pound dudes hauling butt to the receivers. You're about to see it all from the defensive line today.
Have you seen growth in Geno? Because people think they have Geno figured out. I got to remind them, I go, look, man, he might be in his 30s. He's only really started like 4 years. So he's still growing himself. What have you seen out of Geno this year?
Yeah, Geno's just getting better. He's just getting better and better every year. Like you said, he's only had 4 years of starting experience. And 30 is young for quarterbacks. They play until they're like, you see Tom Brady, and everybody's not Tom Brady, but they play until they're like 38, 39, you know? So Geno's just getting better. His communication, his leadership, the way he throws the ball has always been crisp. You know, his read, everything about Geno is just getting better, especially his leadership. And we really look forward to that, especially being a quarterback of the team. So can't wait to see big things for Geno this year.
All right, last one for me. Can I ask a behind-the-scenes question for this team? So we've gotten a chance to talk with McDonald like once or twice, but it's an interview, right? You've seen behind the scenes kind of the feel. I feel like people think it's going to be way more strict or just not as fun. What's the vibe?
We're having a lot of fun out here.
Good.
We're having a lot of fun. Coach McDonald's been great in meetings. He's actually funny. He's actually pretty funny. Yeah, he's actually pretty funny. You know, everybody has expectations when you first get here until you really meet somebody.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a great dude, awesome dude, fun coach, really funny. He's making things enjoyable. When we go out there and compete and actually bring those things to life, you kind of understand what he's talking about. See, if you do this and this happens. So I'm happy to he's our coach, and I'm excited to see things go in the future.
All right, last one I got. Forget Byron Murphy. Give me a young buck that you think is going to do some things this year.
A young buck that's good. On defense?
Wherever you want.
There's a lot of dudes doing good things out there. I feel like all the rookies is doing well. They all doing well, man. Everybody's been putting in a lot of work out there. They all doing good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see all of them out there. They're going to get their chance in those preseason games, and I feel like they're going to make the most of them.
Awesome. Uchenna, we always love talking to you. It's been a long time. We're glad to have you back out here. Hope you enjoy the first day of practice and the rest of this month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.